Rotary Central, Cayman Islands.
Radio Cayman's historical vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
Talk Today is brought to you by Subway, open 24 hours in Countryside, Anderson Square in Georgetown, and Centennial Towers in West Bay. And by the Ministry of District Administration. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your sister islands. And Cayman Airways. Call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama. And Doctors Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctors Hospital, always there for you. Call 949-6066.
But I do have some questions.
There are more questions than answers.
Cayman Islands' foremost listeners participation program.
Talk Today.
What's on your mind, Cayman? If you're ready to talk, we are ready to listen. Discussing current events and local news, community spotlights, hot topics, listener stories, cultural and historical discussions, environmental issues, fun and lighthearted topics, guest interviews. Cayman, basically anything you want to talk about, we are ready to listen. Here's your guest host,
Charles Glidden. Coming up next on Talk Today, we hear from Health City and their partnership with ENT in Cayman. And then it's just you and me. Open line for the rest of the show after that. Talk Today next on Radio Cayman. Stay with me.
Talk Today is reminding you
to avoid any statements or comments which are abusive, derogatory, malicious, or defamatory. Do not use indecent language or make any statement that is false or misleading. Call 1-800-534-8255, 949-6990, 949-8037, or WhatsApp us on 925-3261.
And now, back to Talk Today.
Welcome to Talk Today. Good afternoon. I'm Charles Glidden. Thank you for checking us out. It's a pretty nice afternoon here in Georgetown. Better than yesterday, anyway. Yeah. Everybody getting back into the groove of things. And our first guest in the studio today, well, one of them is probably no stranger to many of you out there, especially if you've been listening to Talk Today. This afternoon, we are going to be hearing the latest from Health City. In the studio with me are Shamari Scott. He's the Chief Business Officer at Health City, and he's brought along Dr. Ulrich Ecke, who is an ENT specialist of ENT in Cayman, right? Gentlemen, welcome to the studio. Nice to have you here.
It's great to be here.
So, Shamari, is this something new, Health City and ENT in Cayman?
So, it may be new to Radio Cayman listeners because we've neglected being on here because obviously partnerships take time to come to fruition and make sure that everything is working as efficiently as possible. But I think due to the fact that the established base that Health City would have had throughout years, when we're looking towards filling gaps in the Cayman Islands, the first thing we look towards is, are there any partners on the ground that instead of us having to go into a specific area, are there any partners that can help us to fill that gap, not only for our local patients, but obviously you would know for our international patients that come from overseas as well. And ENT in Cayman, that was one area that Dr. Ecke, who's here with us, is well known. Anytime you have any ENT issue, for the most part, Dr. Ecke and his team will be either number one or number two on the consideration list of the mind of potential patients. And his ethos, the way he goes about his work, obviously his quality and the great teamwork he has. Health City and ENT in Cayman came together to have this partnership whereby all of the extended types of services that Dr. Ecke and his team gives, we are able to avail it for our Health City community. Now, obviously, Dr. Ecke had his own base from before, but now our Health City community that would be coming out to us for specific areas, and if for the first time they needed something within the ENT space, we have a perfect partner with Dr. Eki to come in to be able to fill that with he and his team. Because Dr. Eki is obviously the principal in ENT in Cayman, so he's much more than a physician. He's also more or less the glue. I'm sure he's going to give everybody else the credit, but he's the glue that brings that whole team together to make sure that patients are getting that quality of care in the ENT space.
So Health City would be referring patients who need that type of service to ENT in Cayman.
Correct. So there are certain levels of capabilities that we have in-house, but more or less it's merged, and ENT in Cayman is providing that service for our patients, both local and international.
Dr. Eki, what is the spectrum of ENT? Ear, nose, throat.
Yeah, the three words describe it basically, ear, nose, and throat. So we try to cover all diseases and malfunctions within the ear, which can be hearing problems, balance problems. We also have a scope on disease of the nose, the sinuses, the paranasal sinuses. We look after patients with chronic inflammation in these areas. We cover the field of allergies, which are often aligned with chronic inflammations of these areas. We also look for diseases of the throat and the thyroid. It's a very comprehensive field, I have to say, and it's very challenging to cover all those. That's why, as Shamari said, we have a team. It's not just me. We are covering it. So everybody in the team has a specific field to cover. And I have to emphasize that this partnership is not a one-way road. Also for us, it opens a new avenue to communicate, to work, to liaise with a specialist of Health City, to work with them together and to get a better, faster approach, because we try to take care of our patients in a whole way, but we can't do it in any. So that means we have really benefiting from this partnership for that very reason too.
What are some of the more common things that you see in Cayman?
One of the more common things we see here are upper respiratory issues. That means, given the fact that we live on a beautiful island with beautiful weather, but we have to work all day, and we can't do this on the beach or in the sunshine. So we are basically in housings, and we are communicating cars. All of them have air conditioning, which is quite a challenge for our sinuses and for our breathing. So we are suffering from, often we see patients suffering from a very dry nose, from chronic upper respiratory tract infections. And this can be quite impacting on your daily quality of life. And we try to improve with little measures to start with, and to do a step-by-step approach. Other than that, we have, fortunately, a very young population on island. So the youngsters are in schools, and they are in kindergarten, and they are meddling around with each other. And they also get ill, so we have a specific approach on that to help those. And last but not least, our elderly population suffering from balance issues or from hearing issues and hearing decline. We try to help with providing help to amplify hearing loss, etc.
We have to take a little break here, but we'll be right back.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Here are a few tips that will benefit you. Ensure to log out completely when you finish any online banking activities. Be aware of phishing attempts and only click links from trusted sources that are sent from your device through emails and messages. Remember, Cayman National will never ask you for your credentials. If you suspect a fraud attempt or that your account has been compromised, please immediately contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit CaymanAirways.com/cargo.
Wouldn't it have been grand if you had purchased land 30 years ago? It may not be 2020, but a perfect vision has never been more clear. Cayman Brac and Little Cayman, poised for growth with an eye on the future. Your land, your history, your future. Discover all that our sister islands have to offer.
Aye, the seas are restless, the pirates are near. Get ready for Pirates Week 2025. The pirates are taking over all 3 islands with 40 thrilling events from the 6th to the 22nd of November.
Visit piratesweek.com and follow us on social media at Pirates Week Cayman for the full calendar of events. Proudly brought to you by the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back, and we're hearing from Health City today and hearing about their partnership with the ENT in Cayman Clinic. And if you have a question, you can get on the line and give us a call. Of course, you could call us on 1-800-534-8255. That's compliments of Flow. Or you can also call us on 949-8037, 949-6990. Or you can even WhatsApp us, 925-3261. Now, before we took the break, we were just covering some of the scope of what ENT covers. Did you complete that, or you want to add some more onto what you were telling us?
I think I tried in a short period of time to complete this, but of course we can elaborate this a bit more. One of the things I did not cover yet was the issues with sleep disturbances or with voice problems, which is also an important topic on island, because we rely on good night's sleep. We want to have a restful night's sleep and waking up refreshed. But with being exposed to such a nice island with delicate food and it's often difficult to find the right measure. And as a result, some people may feel that the sleep is disturbed, and we try to help them by evaluate what is the reasoning for it, what could be done to improve this.
Is this snoring? Basically,
yeah, bluntly said, yeah. It's snoring is one of the symptoms of sleep problems. Sleep apnea is another term we use for those things. And sleep, and this is an example for the cooperation between Health City and ENT in Cayman. They have a wonderful team around Dr. Cheetah at the pulmonary team, and she is taking care of patients who have severe obstructive sleep apnea, and she and her team provides them with CPAP mask for conservative treatment. And we as ENT in Cayman step in to help if there is a need to improve the nasal breathing, the upper airways, to make this a conservative approach more effective. So that's probably a good example for a synergy between the two.
Definitely.
That is what it basically is in short terms. Yeah, ENT is a very wide field. You can talk a lot.
So sleep apnea is something that you also deal with? I mean, or is that?
Yes, we deal with that. We deal from the surgical side. That means what can be done to improve sleep apnea. One of the potential reasons is an upper airway resistance. This could be as simple as a deviated nasal septum, or it could be very large tonsils which are blocking the airway. And a surgical measure can be quite helpful, but it's not always the solution. Surgical procedure is always the last resort. And that's why you have to evaluate the patients in detail before with proper evaluation, examination, sleep sleep studies, for instance.
You mentioned about how we live in so much air conditioning. Is there something that we should be aware of to help with that? As far as you're saying that a lot of time the air conditioner will dry us out too much. Is there anything that we can be conscious of that we can do to?
That's a very important question, and I get this asked many times a day because patients are aware of the fact that the air condition may have an impact. One of the rules is do not put the temperature down too much. So it should always be not below 74. And we know patients or people like to sleep 72, 78. Why is this important? Because this temperature dries out the soft tissue in your nose. And if your soft tissue dries out in the nose, you have less protection. That means you're very dry, becomes a very uncomfortable night's sleep, but also your nasal filter is reduced. You're not as sufficiently protected from bacteria, etc. So just taking the temperature down is one measure. The second one is if you feel the air is dry, put in a humidifier. Yeah? And this can be just a very portable, small device you put in, or you have a bucket with water, and this will just evaporate during the night sleep.
A bucket with water will help?
Yeah. Just put it in. It will just condense overnight. Yes. And
or a humidifier. Okay.
Yeah. Humidifier is more professional.
And what was that temperature again that you shouldn't go past?
I would say personally not below 74. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not too much. I mean, I personally sleep with 78, so this is my comfortable zone. But
you save on the electricity.
Yeah, exactly.
That is true. That is true. But you see, my experience is patients are through the board sleeping between 68 and 80. And to bring somebody from 68 up to 78 is probably not realistic. So I build a bridge and say 74 is a good way.
Well, what about keeping those AC filters clean?
Yes.
Do people have problems if they're not good at that?
I mean,
service?
in general, common sense tells us the filters should be changed in a 3 months interval. So if you maintain a good filter hygiene, that's important. If you talk to AC companies who are regular servicing, they will tell you putting an UV filter in the handler is another measure you can take to prevent germs, bacteria to travel through the filtered air, even though it has passed it. So the combination of both is probably a good way. But I'm not the technical from the technical side. So I think if you liaise with your AC contractor, this is a more qualified person to talk to. But common sense, keep it clean, maintain. An important point to mention is because of the humidity we are exposed to, and some try to switch off the air condition at daytime. When they come back home, they put the air condition on. So you have a fluctuating temperature, but this is also promoting the growth of mold and yeast. And if you have fabrics a lot around, so carpet, furniture with fabric, this is holding moist, and this is a perfect ground for moist and yield to grow, which then at night is evaporating through the air and you're inhaling it. And that means you have it in it, no matter what filter you have.
So you got to strike that balance.
Yes. Yes. Try to keep it clean. That's, I think, and keep it serviced.
What would you say is the, symptoms that a person would say, I need to go see an ENT specialist. I'm not going to the family doctor. Let's skip that step. Let me go straight to the ENT.
Well, in favor of our family doctor colleagues, we have to say never skip them because they are value members in this whole chain of treatment. I would say to see an ENT is a point where you feel that your quality of life has been impacted for at least 3 months, despite the fact that you tried treatment, despite the fact that you had antibiotic treatment, that you did some nasal sprays to improve, but you feel you're not getting any further. And this is the time where you should see a specialist, which then, with their tools, look a bit more in depth. That means we are able to look into the nose to find out what's going on there. We are able to look into the ear or into the throat and find out what is going on. in order to help you. It is not to throw only medications on somebody. It's also to understand what is the reason behind it and why is he or she in this condition. So whenever you feel I'm not getting any further with the previous treatment and I feel I'm still impacted or it's even getting worse, then you would be advised to see an ENT.
As people get older, do they need, I guess you might say, more maintenance coming to you to just make sure the ears are cleaned out and that sort of thing?
Well, I would say, now, if we pick out the upper airways, for instance, which is an important and a nice topic or nice example to explain on, if you get older, your ability to prevent infections lessens because your soft tissue internally in the upper airways gets weaker, is not as soft, it is not as moist like the hand, our skin outside we see get wrinkles. So the same happens inside. And I recommend most of my patients at this age to just on a daily routine do a nasal rinse with a saline rinse or any other day, or take a saline spray to provide extra moist and to keep up the barrier and to help them, like you take a facial cream or a hand cream. That is something very cheap and very easy to do because you don't need much time for it. You just have to do it, and this is the biggest challenge, of course, we are exposed to. Other than that, if you ask me for hearing, if hearing declines, there is not much you can do preemptive. You have to go and see if you have a problem, then you have to evaluate it.
And the possibility of hearing aids.
Yes.
Which that has taken a great steps in technology as far as hearing aids, right?
Absolutely. A hearing aid nowadays still has a bit of a malice. We still do not want to be seen with hearing aids. We like to wear glasses and all fancy frames, and it's more like makes us like a jewelry piece of jewelry, which enhances us. But a hearing aid always has this. I have a problem. I don't want to be seen with it, and that's wrong because it really can help you. It can help you to understand your environment. It can help you also, and this is most important, to still participate in life and in your social environment, because patients with hearing loss, ignoring it, avoiding it, not seeking improvement, they tend to change their social behavior. This is known, this is proven over a long time, that they do not like to be in touch with others, that they avoid audiences, they avoid crowds, and they go back into themselves like in a little shell. And that's a pity because it doesn't have to be. That's important to know. And if somebody, that's what we said initially, if you feel there is a problem not getting further with you, or it's not getting further, it's not getting better, see an ENT. And nowadays we have a variety of measures to improve hearing, depending on the type of hearing loss you have. And if it's a hearing loss, let's say it's an aging-related hearing loss, so that means an inner ear hearing loss, you have certain tools, little computers nowadays, which help you. If you are a younger person and you had an accident or you had a chronic inflammation which causes issues in your outer ear canal or in your middle ear, there might be surgeries which can restore the hearing completely, or you might be a candidate for a different type of hearing aid. There is a variety which is not fitting for everybody, but with the variety we have a nice toolkit which we are able to open and just find the right tool for the individual case.
Time for another break, but we'll be right back with more from Health City and ENT in Cayman. Stay with us.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning. Ouch! When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Protect your computers and mobile devices with security software to defend against cyber attacks through viruses, malware, and other online threats. Be aware of unsecure Wi-Fi connections when in public. If you need to access your online banking or sensitive information on your mobile devices, Try disabling the Wi-Fi and switching to data from your mobile network. If you suspect a fraud attempt, please contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
Wait, why is she going into that spooky house? Who's that creepy old guy? And where are her friends? Why is she going in the basement? Nothing good is down there, sis. I bet you the creepy caretaker did it. Did you see his fake eye? Okay, maybe not the caretaker.
Hush.
You hush. I'm solving a mystery.
We're like the person who doesn't ruin the movie. CG Brit-K. Good like that.
The best foundation you can wear is glowing, healthy skin. The offices of dermatologist Dr. Wayne Porter specialize in enhancing your skin's well-being. Whether you're seeking advanced skincare, including any skin cancers, Botox, filler, cosmetic skin enhancements, or simply looking to reduce wrinkles, Dr. Porter offers a full-service dermatology and dermatological surgery practice. For more information, email drporterkman@gmail.com or call 946-9020. That is 946-9020.
Hey, K-Man, this is DJ Lynn. Catch me live weekdays from 7 till 10 a.m. on The Morning Breeze, our sister station, Breeze 105.3 FM. We're waking you up with the best adult contemporary hits with the 70s, 80s, 90s, and much more. So start your morning the K-Man way with me, DJ Lynn, on The Morning Breeze.
Radio K-Man's Talk Today. What is on your mind, K-Man?
Welcome back, and I'm talking to Shamari Scott, the Chief Business Officer at Health City, and also Dr. Ulrich Ecke. He is an ENT specialist. He is the driving force at ENT in Cayman Clinic. And we were talking about hearing aids, and there's been a lot of development in new hearing aids, right?
Yes, there are. I think for the audience it's important to to understand that we as humans hear both ways. We hear through the air with airways, which goes into our ear canal, and we also hear by bone, and both together help us to listen and to perceive sounds. The more traditional hearing aid is a hearing aid you put either behind your ear and you have a little receiver which goes into the ear canal, or you have a very fancy in the ear canal a hearing aid which can't be seen from outside, and which is often preferred, of course, because of the invisibility. And those patients often have an issue with their inner ear. But there are patients who have a problem with their middle ear or with their ear canal. And those have been left out with a proper hearing aid treatment because there was no way to provide the sound waves into the ear. And those now would profit from, we call this a bone conductive hearing aid. That means you put a hearing aid behind the ear on the bone, which transmits sound wave directly to the bone, which then is allowing the inner ear to sense those vibrations without the need of the external ear. That means the ear canal and the middle ear. And it's a huge step for those. And this is really covering young people, even children with malformations, middle-aged people which had chronic inflammation with surgeries. And this is a new step, and we recently did 2 surgeries for those patients on island, and we established together with Health City in their OR this new technology, and we are quite happy about it because we can offer a new portfolio, a new technique, and it's also an expression of the benefit of our cooperation. And for those patients, I think this is a new door opening. And
it must change their lives.
It does. Yes. It does. Yes, I have a case. We can't say names, of course, but it was a young man who, and this is what I said previously, who got very shy, very silent, and after the surgery, he's outspoken, and he got elected school prefect.
Leaps and bounds.
I think this speaks for itself. Yeah, with more than many words. So yeah, we are very, very happy about this. And I think this is what I think cooperation drives, finding new things, offering it. And we often forget that we live on a small island in the middle of the ocean. But I can say that with this technique, we are absolutely up to the task. And
cutting edge innovation.
We have cutting edge, and we don't have to, hide compared to others.
So what kind of surgeries do you do? Other than what you just described there?
We try basically to cover all ranges of surgeries in the ENT field. So when you start from the ear, we do reconstructive surgeries for broken eardrums, for perforated eardrums, for helping people with a chronic inflammation of the middle ear, of the mastoid process behind the ear, which is often the result of a prolonged inflammation process. We help patients to get better hearing through surgery with a condition we call otosclerosis. We help on the other field, in the field of the sinuses, patients with breathing issues, breathing difficulties. So by nasal septoplasty, we help people with chronic inflammation of the sinuses. So we do all ranges of chronic sinusitis surgery. We help our young patients with tonsillectomies, aridectomies, and it goes down to thyroidectomies, thyroid surgery, surgery to the vocal cords with vocal cords polyps. I think we can say that we are able to cover the whole field of ENT.
Are there some of those situations that you just named there? Did previously people have to go overseas to get this done?
It is finally the decision of the patient where he is going to. So we are trying to educate patients, and we are helping them to make a good informed decision. With the cooperation now with Health City, because of their clinical background, with their surgical background, with their intensive care background, we are able to offer tertiary care here based on our ability, what we can perform from the surgical perspective, but we have the hospital in the back, which covers it. So there were cases in the past where I would say we might be able to perform it, but I wasn't quite sure if the clinical background is sufficient enough for that. And with this now in the background, we are able to say we can do this here on island, and you don't have to go somewhere else. Yeah.
So I'm sure people really appreciate that. What is the frequency that you see Health City, referring these patients to Dr. Eki? Do you have quite a number of patients?
No, we definitely have quite a few patients that would come in that we would refer to Dr. Eki. But just to Dr. Eki's point, even more than that, based on the innovation and the cutting edge types of procedures that Dr. Eki is able to do with Health City's framework and with our surgical background, our operating theaters, as well as the ICU, he also is able to bring his patient to Health City that otherwise would have potentially had to go overseas. So this is where you're seeing the true synergy in the partnership, where both entities together are giving a better product in totality to the Cayman Islands. And, Dr. Shetty, who is our founder, always says a solution isn't a solution if it isn't affordable. And it's really speaking about access. And, 100 years after the first heart surgery, still only 20% of the world's population, if they need a tertiary procedure, can either gain access to it or can afford it. And yes, we look at obviously saving lives, whether there's cardiac, neuro, but it's also the time and the quality of life that we're saying, right? Because even though previously you may have had to fly overseas and you may have survived, the time between would lend itself to not having the same quality of life if you got in quickly. And when you're looking at that quality of life aspect, this is where this partnership with ENT in Cayman, that you're able to offer our patients even more here at home with your family around and at a quicker basis than having to go overseas and get it as well. So from a quality of life perspective, from an innovation perspective, We're innovative at Health City in our core, and Dr. Eki is innovative in ENT in Cayman within that spectrum, and it's a perfect marriage to come together.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned balance a while ago. When should someone take that seriously? I guess everybody stumbles now and then.
Mm-hmm.
But when should a person say, this is happening a little bit too frequently, let me see what's going on?
I think when you feel yourself not being able to walk straight, and if you're feeling having difficulty driving, this is quite crucial. So if you feel I'm not safe driving, I feel I'm swaying to either side. If you feel that you are not able to focus, to sit straight, or if you feel getting up from bed, getting up in the morning, causes you issues, you feel dizzy and you can't go straight. This is, from the ENT perspective, balance is only a little piece. Balance is defined by many others, which other specialties are coming into, general medicine, hypertension, so cardiac, etc. But in general, when you feel you're not comfortable on your feet and you might be a danger for others, respectively driving, that is a problem. You should go and see somebody.
Does that increase, that problem increases with age?
Yes. It does. It does.
Simply said.
Simply said, yes. Yes. On a polite way, yes. Simply said. But there is one thing I would recommend everybody is when you feel dizzy, just make sure for about 5 to 7 days you up your water intake significantly, and many will be surprised that the dizziness goes away.
What is going on when you get out of bed too quick and you get that dizzy feeling?
we call this an orthostatic dysregulation, where most of your blood while you're laying down is stored in your veins, in your legs, and when you get older, everything is a bit slower, and when you get up quickly, this blood can't be pumped up quickly enough to the brain. It's just a few milliseconds, but this balance system is so sensitive that it recognizes it, and then you feel like wee, and then it levels off. Easy trick for that is put your legs down to the ground first, lay still down, and then get up slowly, and you will not have this problem anymore.
Any final words from Ari?
No, just so that we're very pleased and grateful to have Dr. Eki as part of the partnership with ENT in Cayman, and we're having the rounds to destigmatize certain areas so that people can understand why things are happening and can definitely come and we can together help with that quality of life. It's just like me. You now see me with glasses on. I found out just this week I have to wear reading glasses, but that's okay. It's enhancing my quality of living, so now I can actually read things in front of me instead of straining. So
you look serious. You look handsome.
Oh, I see. As somebody said, I have a face for radio, right? But all good. But if you ever need to get through to Health City for any of your ailments, 640-4040 or info@healthcity.ky. And obviously, Dr. Eki can give you the numbers for ENT in Cayman. But if you do need an ENT procedure, then obviously, even if you come to us, we will be able to connect you with Dr. Eki and team as well.
Well, Dr. Eki and Shamari, thank you so much for joining me in the studio this afternoon.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Love the hat, Chalo. Love the hat.
Thank you. It's 1 o'clock. Let's see what's making news.
If they are talking about us,
living in your head rent-free all this time,
we must be relevant. Radio Cayman since 1976. From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines. Local, regional, international news.
The Headline News is brought to you by Kirk Market and Health Services Authority.
With your headlines, I'm Elizabeth Charles. The public is invited to join this year's Remembrance Sunday services in Cayman, honoring those who served in the armed forces. Ceremonies are set for Sunday, November 9th at the Cenotaph outside of the Elmsley Memorial United Church in Georgetown and at the District Administration Lawn in Cayman Brac. Both start at 10:45 in the morning. Organizers ask everyone to take their seats by 10:30 and remind the public not to cross the parade area once the event begins. Uniformed Services, Veterans, and Community community leaders will lay wreaths. If you're attending, poppies are available at the Government Administration Building in Grand Cayman, the District Administration Building in the BRAC, or from the Veterans Association on the day. Details are at CaymanIslandsVeterans.org, or you can always contact protocol at gov.ky to learn more. According to the BBC, former U.S. President Dick Cheney has died at the age of 84. Ex-President George W. Bush calls it a loss for the nation and a sorrow to his friends. Cheney, VP under President Bush from 2001 to 2009, died from complications of pneumonia and cardiac and vascular disease on Monday night, his family say. At least 26 people have been killed and hundreds of thousands forced to flee their homes as one of the strongest typhoons this year ripped through the central Philippines, officials say. Typhoon Kalmegi has flooded large areas, including entire towns, on the most populated central island of Cebu, where most fatalities occurred. A military helicopter deployed to assist relief efforts crashed, killing 6 crew members on board, the Philippine Air Force have said. Those are the latest headlines. I'm Elizabeth Charles.
More news available at www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Check out our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Radio Cayman Headline News.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
At HSA, we strive to provide the highest standard of care with compassion, integrity, and dedication. And so we say thank you, Cayman, for continuing to make us the most awarded organization on island by voting us the best of Cayman Islands in 9 medical categories. Your support reminds us why we do what we do, to serve the Cayman community with kindness and excellence. To find out more about our award-winning services, visit hsa.ky. At HSA, we are committed to caring for you.
Radio Cayman is pleased to feature this special Sister Islands historical vignette brought to you by the Ministry of District Administration and Lands. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your Sister Islands.
The Spellman McLaughlin home, a historic residence in Creek, Cayman, stands atop a small hill along Creek Road. Constructed from 1926 to 1930 under the meticulous supervision of Spellman McLaughlin. The home was built using timber from Mobile, Alabama and Pensacola, Florida, and features unique architectural elements such as a 3-gable roof and full-section log posts. The home, designed with 8 exterior rooms around a central dining room, was a refuge during the devastating 1932 hurricane, sheltering 130 people and remaining largely intact despite the storm's destruction. Today, the home, which received the Award of Distinction for the Preservation of Historic Places in 1999, has been restored by Dan and Lisa Scott, who replaced the zinc roof with original cedar shingles, preserving its historic charm.
Radio Cayman is pleased to feature this special Sister Islands historical vignette brought to you by the Ministry of District Administration and Lands. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your Sister Islands.
This December, the Cayman Islands holiday tradition is back.
Starting December 1,
It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week of non-stop Christmas music on Christmas Breeze 105.3 FM.
from timeless classics to island holiday favorites,
We'll keep your season merry and bright all day, all night, all Christmas. Christmas Breeze 105.3 FM. Because nothing sounds more like Christmas than the breeze.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back, and let's take our little look at the weather forecast for today. And the forecast is calling for isolated showers through the afternoon, so we might get a shower or two. Partly cloudy this evening, and tonight showers. The forecast calls for east to northeast winds at 10 to 15 knots and seas running at 2 to 4 feet. And looking at the radar, a little spot of showers out there offshore, and maybe we might get one onshore there. Sister Islands, they look all clear. And checking on the National Hurricane Center's 7-day graphical tropical outlook, things look quiet, and that's the way we like it, right? And the Atlantic and the Caribbean, we like it quiet this time of year. Yes, we still got just about a whole month to go, down to November 30th. And, so you still have to be aware. Make sure you keep your eye out for any kind of developments. But let's hope we've seen the last of things. And I want to remind you that the humanitarian relief effort for Jamaica is now ongoing. And they say they're grateful to have Dr. Joe Marzuka, the Jamaican Council here in Cayman, serving on the committee. He can, communicate as to the things that are needed in Jamaica, because that's one of the problems with some, relief efforts when people start bringing stuff to donate. It's not necessarily the things that are needed by the people who are in need. So Dr. Marzuka is able to provide direct guidance based on the current conditions in Jamaica to ensure that the relief operations proceed smoothly, safely, and effectively. The first shipment is scheduled to sail on November 20th, carrying containers of donated supplies and personal care packages for families affected by Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica. And apparently they are getting a ship that will take things directly to Black River from what we were told yesterday. And they need funds also to, secure that vessel and buy fuel for it. If you're going to donate something, you're going to go down there and give items to put in that container. You will have to show an ID, and they will know if you already have it packaged up. Well, they need to know what is in it. So be prepared to that. And they have a container at the Tortuga compound there on North Sound Road. And they're also placing a container in Northward to serve the Bodden Town and Eastern districts. So if you want to send some items to Jamaica, you can check that out. No more guests today, so it's just you and me right here on Talk Today. Pick up the phone. What do you want to talk about? Telephone numbers to call, 1-800-534-8255. That's compliments of Flow. You can also call us on 949-8037 or 949-6990. And if you prefer WhatsApp, you can send a message or give us a call, 925-3261. And we do have a caller on the line right now, so let's check in with the phone lines. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk Today.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. And yourself?
Thankful. Mr. Glidden.
Uh-huh.
You know what Cayman had stand for a long time? Nice, kind, giving, concern, and all those good things, right?
Yeah.
Don't care who the individual
Caring is sharing. Sharing is caring.
Yes. Didn't care who the individuals was that came to your door looking for something or needing some help somewhere down the line. and we showed, great concern and love and so forth. And today that we have all this technology, including the radio stations throughout the whole island, I didn't know it was a crime to call and express yourself on a radio station that is so for the people of the Cayman Island. Follow me?
Mm-hmm.
So when we may call, complain, or not always complain, we're just talking in general to express ourselves. And a lot of things that you say today is very, they say we're complaining. But you see, when you are not connected to what is happening out here in the world, you do not understand what a lot of people is going through, regardless of what is a job, transportation, living, quarters, food, medical, and etc. All those things. Nobody knows what anybody's going through. But when you can pick up on something at a location or someplace, and you going to call and talk about it, it shouldn't be no crime in that. And it's not about you hitting this nationality and hitting that nationality. Because remember now, Cayman got their people from all over the world. And what brought people to Cayman? Because Cayman was nice, kind, and loving, and paradise, and safe, and all the good things. The dollar's strong. The dollar is still strong for some people, but not all people. I'm going to put it in that category. See where I'm coming from?
I think so.
Okay, so I want to tell my Caymanian people, regardless they're on paper or non-paper, because as far as they're concerned, everybody has a piece of paper, regardless of where they're from. They have to have a passport or a birth certificate. You understand? So, try to realize and understand that some of the things that are happening out here is not Cayman style. And we have our own Caymanians who's adapting some of the things because their mentality and their attitude is that, hey, if they can come and do it, we can do it too. And I'm begging my fellow Caymanians to the left, don't get that attitude. Still protect your island. Still keep your island clean and respect as you go along. So what we raised up with, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, thank you, have a good day. Those kind of things.
Like our premier said, say good morning.
It doesn't hurt. And when you're going to have people say that you should not expect someone to treat you the way you want to be treated when you go to a business to purchase something, when you know it is your hard-earned money, you deserve some customer service and some good respect to the fact of in the morning saying, good morning, thank you and had a good day. Have a good day. Did you find everything you was looking for? What it takes to say that, it makes your day go faster. A smile makes your day go faster. Let me tell you something. This bus warden job that I do, I have to make sure that I go there with a right frame of mind because I do not know what I am going up against when I go to face my children in the morning, in the afternoon. And I'm going to call the lady's name, Miss Deborah McLaughlin. I thank her every day for this job. She always said, you must be careful, respect the individual because you don't know where they are coming from. You don't know what they went through before they could leave home this morning to go to school. So you go in there with a mind that you may have to soothe them, talk to them, try to explain to them, and understand where they're coming from, and don't bash them. You understand? Because then we have children hurting, we have adults hurting, we have seniors hurting, we have a lot, everybody's hurting in some capacity. And then we talk about mental health. Let me tell you something. Mental health is going to be bigger than the Cayman Islands in years to come. You hear me, Mr. Glidden? Because a lot of stuff is going on out here. They're throwing it all on the mental health now. Why? I don't know if that is the easiest way out to say that that individual should not be in the public no more, or they got to be monitored. When they go to the job, they got to just, you got a boss have to watch somebody behavior before you can fire them and all that kind of stuff. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not saying that's what's happening. You understand? I'm just kind of talking general. But we, the people of this island that call Cayman our home, and those that got the privilege to live amongst us, you all should try to enjoy this island and try to live as comfortable as possible, and look out for your neighbors and look out for whoever needs to be looked out for. Because, what I'm going to say right now, there's not many places left that the majority of people here can say, oh, I'm going here and I'm going there. And if they do go, Mr. Glidden, they come right back after 5, 10, 15 years. And I got to tell it right now, I don't care who like it. 75% of them go and fall on NAU in social service. They went and live in another man's country, but they came back home with a little extra luggage than they may carry with them. I am not here bashing nobody, but what I'm saying is they need to learn to respect my country and respect themselves, and do not get in the category that you don't care, because you do care, because you got to go to NAU and social service and a family member to help get you through where you want to go for the day. That tells you that you need to care and show some interest in your country. If you can't do something for your country, you just need to stay quiet. There's a lot of things out here that a lot of our guys and young women or women up in their 30s, 40s say they can't find no job. That is not true. It's not as long as you're NAU. You're going to go and look a job. And I blame NAU for destroying the peoples of these islands because it's an easy fix. And every government that get in there, they are not doing their job neither, because they think, okay, you got 5 children, we're going to give you $2,500 a month. Next year and a half, there's a new child added to the list. You understand? That is their business. But the fact of the matter is, one day, Cayman Milk and Honey going to finish. And that same NAU, I don't know if I'll ever live to get on it. And I hope to my God I never have to go on it, or my children, or my grandchildren. But things happen to the best of us. We all fall sometimes.
Yeah, we never know when we might be in need.
We do not know where we're going to lead. We got to be careful and try to stop bringing down each other, because someone may come to the radio and say that the bus service is a mess and this is a mess. And because I don't see nothing wrong with the Jamaicans, and I don't see nothing wrong with the bus service, I don't see nothing wrong with this. Let me tell you something. I don't know if they ride the bus or not. That's their business. But let me tell you something. When I have a car problem, I ride the bus. And I know what the behavior is on the bus. You understand? Sometimes if I don't have a car problem, I start going for a ride to see what the condition is, how they treat people. They got all these old nasty videos going on, all this old bad talking going on. I can't down them for the accent. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, you on that bus for 10, 15 minutes, and you can't even hear your ears for what they may be saying, and they don't respect each other.
Yeah, well, the driver has to control the bus. The driver should be controlling the bus and the atmosphere that he has in his bus. But listen, I got 2 callers hanging on. Thank you so much for your comments.
All right, thank you.
All right, have a good afternoon. Let's take a call from the WhatsApp line. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk today.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you doing, sir?
All right, man.
Okay. Yeah, man, nice, man. I always listen to your radio program, you know. So,
well, thank you.
Today So today I just get the chance to call, you know. Yeah. What I really call you to talk to you about. See, it's about the hurricane thing.
Uh-huh.
That
what, the relief effort?
Over there in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you want to say about it?
Yeah, when I want to inquire about still, because there's a lot of homes out there that been destroyed and things,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm a Jamaican, so you know, we build our little house over there, and you know, being honest, it has been destroyed, right? So a few of us going home like next year and our rollover and stuff,
Right.
right? Remember, we going home now, all right, for 2 years as pertaining to the new immigration law, right?
Okay.
All right, we're going home now, and remember, our house have been damaged,
Uh-huh.
you know. Well, what I'm inquiring about still, would they allow us to do a withdrawal from our pension? I mean, you know, if
If
not
you're going
many
home
of
on your
us,
rollover,
yeah, yes, sir.
you mean if you're being rolled over, can you make a withdrawal from your
Yes,
pension?
yes, yes. Me and as we're gonna have to start back over,
Yeah,
because
I'm not sure what the rule is, but I guess if you're leaving Cayman, I think you can
yeah.
you can take money out of your pension if you're leaving once you're leaving Cayman,
Oh, okay.
which you will. I mean, you're going to be doing, right?
Yes.
But what you should do is contact the pensions office and get that clear.
Okay.
That's exactly what the rules are. But I
Yeah.
think once you're leaving, you can take money out.
Okay. Yeah, man. Okay.
All
Thanks
right.
much, sir.
Check with the
Thanks much,
pensions
man.
office, though.
Okay. Thanks much, man. Okay.
All right. You take care.
Cool. Yeah. Same to you, sir.
We have another caller on. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk Today.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. You hear me there?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. What I want to say this afternoon is, if either one of our representatives would get up in the morning, one morning, and tell their wife and kids, or tell your wife, "Oh, honey, take the children down to the public beach this morning, and so they can enjoy themselves." I doubt it. What do you think about it?
I'm not sure where you're coming from with that.
Huh?
I'm not sure. You're asking me what I think about it?
No. What would you think? Well, would you think either one of our representatives would get up in the morning and tell their wives to take their kids down to the public beach? Like how normal Caymanians normally do.
Yeah.
Enjoy the beach in the morning. And I don't think that would ever happen in a day like today, or in our times.
Why do you say that?
Because we don't have a public beach no more. It's a commercial beach. And you go down there, and you got a million jet skis there and a million umbrellas, and people run all over the place trying to sell you dope and all sorts of stuff.
Everybody, a lot of hustlers going on.
Yeah, a lot of hustlers. I remember people campaigning before the election, during the election. And one of the things that they said they were going to clean up the public beach.
Yeah.
Why don't they go and be a man and clean it up and say, look, we don't know who gave you permit to come down here or what, but we're taking it away and you're not supposed to be down here anymore.
I thought that there had been some effort to try and regulate that, because that's Crown property, and I think you have to have some kind of permit to be operating down there. But I'm sure it's ignored also.
This is what I'm saying. Take the permits away. And, if the people down there, 90% are not Caymanians. And let's face it, when people come off the cruise ship, they don't want to be harassed if they go down the beach. They're not interested in riding jet skis. They can do that where they come from.
Well, the whole thing about being harassed, I think that's why a lot of the cruise ship passengers like to come to Cayman. They don't experience that like how they experience in a lot of other ports. People actually chasing them down the street trying to sell them something.
But it's happening. It's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you it's happening. And you know, the thing about it is, if people come off the cruise ship, normally they all have a blanket or something. They can spread it on the sun. You know, all these beach umbrellas down there and chairs, and you know, you can't even go in the restroom down there. You know, you think cruise ship people are going to be coming in here all the time?
Well, not if it becomes an unpleasant experience. You know, that's why they don't like to go to a lot of other places.
Yeah. Well, you know, if we don't straighten up our act, get our act, and get our beach cleaned up, they won't stop. They won't keep coming here either.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, I can see allowing some kind of concession stand or something on the beach down there, but it certainly should not be a free for all. And I know I've never really been down there. But I've heard it described as, you know, a free-for-all. People just set up anywhere they want to set up, and like you say, they're just hustling to get somebody to buy something from them or rent an umbrella or a chair. It should be it should be regulated.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't want to see anyone down there, and I don't care who they talk about putting people down there. That's not going to help. I can tell you it's not going to help. Remember the old Galleon Beach Hotel here in the Sundays, the amount of people used to be down there for the barbecue?
Oh, yeah.
At that time, I was running a patrol boat, police patrol boat, me and Councilor Berry from Bodden Town, Lorenzo Berry. And we didn't have the jet skis then, but what we had was people that could afford speed boats and jets and ski, and, you know, would be running off the beach and you know, pulling people off the beach, their kids and stuff like this. And, you know, even at that time, you know, it was not jet skis, and we had a lot of problems with people doing that. And I know with the class of people that we got on the beach that's running down there selling things, and, you know, there's no way you can put people down there and say, look, we're going to stop you from doing this. All you got to do is to say, be a man and say, look, no one else has come. This is a beach. This is for the community. This is not a beach that you're going to be selling stuff and running around, chasing people and selling ganja and if you want something to drink and all this stuff. It shouldn't happen. It should not happen. Like one of the politicians said, do something up east. Do something that people can enjoy, you know, besides the beach. I know everybody want to go on the beach, but what I'm saying is clean the beach up.
Yeah, going to the beach should be something pleasant. I mean, that's why people go there, right? You don't go there to be harassed by people trying to sell you something.
They're not only selling you something. No, they had attempted murder down there and everything too.
Yeah.
You know, what else? What else going to happen? You think the cruise ship going to be coming here? They're looking for, you know, loads of cruise ship people between now and Christmas. What's going to happen next year?
Well, let's hope someone is listening to this and actually seeing what's going on, and you know they're going to do something about it, because, like you say, you know, it's not going to go on forever, and we still keep getting the kind of tourists that we have been getting, and going to the public beach. The beach should be a pleasant experience.
I just hope someone is listening, and thanks very much, sir.
All right. Thanks for the call, and you have a good afternoon.
Bye.
We want to take a call? No, we're going to take a break. Be right back.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit caymanairways.com/cargo.
When you choose Cineco Motor Insurance, you're not just getting coverage. You're joining a community that cares about protecting you and your loved ones. Why Cineco? Personalized coverage tailored to your needs. 24/7 claim service, always just a call away. And peace of mind with CARE roadside assistance for flat tires to towing anytime, anywhere in Cayman. Ready for a quote? Visit Cineco.ky. Cineco, keeping Cayman covered.
Explore your history. Explore your land. Explore your sister islands. The ultimate staycation experience. Your culture, your freedom. The land that time forgot isn't gone. It's your sister islands.
Discover all that our sister islands have to offer.
Brandosaurus Home Gallery is proud to celebrate 55 years of innovative and excellent service to the Cayman Islands. To mark this milestone, we're having a 25% store-wide sale from Saturday, November 1 through to Saturday, November 15. Every department, every brand, every item. Save 25% on appliances, kitchen cabinets, custom closets, bath vanities, tubs, sinks and faucets, Tempur-Pedic mattresses, and more. Plus, enter for your chance to win a $5,000 credit towards the purchase of a complete bathroom or kitchen makeover with free design by our professional designers. Come celebrate with us and enjoy 25% savings. Hurry! Sale ends on Saturday, November 15. Brandosaurus Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park. Call 623-5000 for more information. Starting January 1, 2026, the minimum wage in the Cayman Islands will increase to CI $8.75 per hour. This change is designed to ensure fair pay and to support workers across the islands. Whether you're an employee or an employer, it is important to understand how this adjustment affects you. Learn more about the new rate, how it's applied, and what it means for your workplace by visiting gov.ky/DLP or email minimumwage@gov.ky.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back. Let's go straight to the phone lines. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk Today.
Yes, Mr. Glidden. Hello?
Yes, you're on the air.
Yeah, I forgot to tease you about your hat up in there. I'm got a lot of sun or what?
Yeah.
Well, it fits you. Look at a real Cayman cowboy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Look like my grandfather.
I just heard that I'm minimum wage for what is $8.75. Mr. Glidden, you want to tell me at 25 cents that they fight against it not to make that $9? But I didn't call for that. The gentleman had just called in regard to the 7 Mile Beach.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Glidden, let me tell you something. He is not telling no lie. Down there is a disgrace with the behavior on the beach, and the parking is you got the taxi drivers going down there with the big buses. Sometimes they can't even get to park properly because then apparently the hotels around there must be using the space at the public beach as well too. Who the public beach belongs to, I don't know, and we will never know who it belongs to. And
as far as I know, it's Crown Land.
It's Crown Land, but it sure ain't acting like Crown Land. But like that gentleman say, it would be nice to see some government officials go down and carry their family for a midweek day or a weekend or a day that the cruise ships is there to really feel what down is looking like. And we're not going to stop. Our product, this tourism product is really sliding from under us. And the way the things are going, it probably will slide one day and be a big fat zero for this island. it's gonna be hell for the people to survive in this island because the people is down there, but they're selling just about everything down there. The conduct is very nasty. The dress code is nasty. When you pull up there with some visitors in your car, they're coming there to greet the visitors at your door, telling them what they got to offer while they're on the beach. And let me tell you something. I don't care who like it. I park my car, and I get up, and I say, listen to me, sir. My visitors haven't even got out of my car as yet. And here you are standing at my car to greet them, to tell them what you have to say. I said, let me deal with my people. Let them come out comfortable. Let them stroll the beach and let them make their decision what they want to do while they are on the beach. It had got so bad when I was working down there that I had to warn my visitors before I let them out of my car down there on the beach. The only how going to get that beach cleaned up is like that gentleman said, they need whatever license they have or whatever permission they have to go down there, they need to take away everybody from there because then that is no place to be selling and carrying on the way it's going on. You know, a lot of visitors told me what they love about Cayman, that when they come and go to the beach, they are not harassed.
Yeah.
So when they go to the other islands, they are being harassed. They're selling everything you could think of, and here at Public Beach is doing the same thing. And a little bit of it is going on at Smith Cove. Don't forget Smith Cove up South now. That's have a little bit of action going on there. But having a police officer to run this island with the population, let me tell you something. We will never, ever get enough officers to run this island because...
Well, they're understaffed now.
Understaffed, and they will always be understaffed because then they are not giving the young Caymanians who may have a mind to go in there because they take them and say they can't pass the test, they can't this. So why don't they have a building down, I think down by the Governor Square there where they do the training and all that kind of stuff. But it used to be, I don't know if it's still there, don't get me wrong though. Why don't they say, well, okay guys, we're going to have some training going on. Whoever's interested and want to be a police officer, born Caymanian, come and join us and let us show you what we're going to do. Let us show you what our incentive is going to be. Let me show you what your protection is going to be. And let me assure you that you are doing the best thing for your island by being an officer to help run your own island.
Well, you have to understand that, I mean, they can't just say, come, let me train you. They have to know that the person that they're getting has certain innate intelligence and understanding of things. I mean, you have to, you just can't take anybody in and say, okay, I'm going to train you to be a police officer. I mean, they may not just not have the aptitude for it or the intelligence to do it.
Yeah, and let's say they should have do a school then. They should have a police academy here then.
You will still have certain standards to be accepted.
But they will know if they have the standards or not by bringing them in and testing them and giving them the work to do and see where they're weak in, where they're strong in, and see if they will really be an officer or not an officer. Don't go in and give them a test like what they're doing now, and they can't get a mark up to 65, and they say you're not qualified to be a police officer. I don't think it's being really handled right. They don't know that we got a lot of young Caymanian men and women. People got more street knowledge than they got paper and pen, And not everybody is writing these days on a piece of paper and pen. They're using a computer. They're using their phone.
Yeah, but do they know how to? Do those same people know how to use a computer? And I'm talking beyond looking at YouTube.
Mr. Glidden, we have to give these people the benefit of the doubt because then that is what doing the people now. They are stagnant and the low mentality is just riding them because then nobody has any confidence in our people. And long as there's no confidence, our people is not going to come out. And mama and daddy going to still have to take care of them with a child that they got out there or a wife or a husband in their house. And they're just as unhappy as It can be, but what are they going to put?
Yeah, but you see, that goes back to the education system too, right? Somebody comes out of high school and says, "I'd like to be a police." They go and they try and to join the police service. They fill out an application. They take the test, and there's basic fundamental things in that test that they can't pass. They should have learned that in high school.
But Mr. Glidden, you must remember now, if a young person come and get let's say a 45 to 50 mark on their paper, okay, you take that child and you tell that child how to go about up in your education to become a police officer. You just don't throw that child back out in the street. And then they go to other foreign countries and bring in people to be our police officers, and we know nothing about them. They bring false birth certificate here, false everything, and nobody here checking them.
But suppose that person, right? Just to use an example, suppose the person wants to be in the police service, but they're not capable of actually reading the newspaper. They can't. They can't read well enough to read the newspaper. How are they going to be? How are they going to join the police service?
UCCI.
Pardon?
We need a police academy here at UCCI to help these people to become what we need them to be in the police department or immigration or any job in the Cayman Islands. We got children that is because some that is.
The thing is, it's just not in the police service that happens. Is that some of our young people go in to get jobs other than the police service, and they don't have the academic skills to pass tests there either.
And that's what I'm saying, Mr. Glidden. We need to find a way to get them in a position that they can go and get a further their education at UCCI or ICCI or online or whatever it is to take to get our children and our young people in order.
But that's what we have public schools for.
But Mr. Glidden, you're not going to learn everything in school. Let me tell you something. I went to beauty
You
school.
should, when you come out of high school, you should be reading. You should be reading by grade 4.
I understand that, Mr. Glidden, but it just depends on what the child went through coming up. It might not have a mother or a father and grandmother raised
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. Let me tell you, when I went to beauty school, I did a beauty course, and it's a 9-month course, right? And you did the theory and the practical. Let me tell you something. The practical was harder than the theory. And I went to the state board in Tampa, out of Tampa. I told them I wasn't going to go because I was expecting my son within weeks. And they said, oh, no, you're going state board. Around from where the school is, you go and do the test. They got hospitals up there, but you're going to that state board. I'm like, really? And I went. And just before my son was born, I got my result saying that I had passed my test to cosmetologist in America. I went there with all kind of mixed emotions. Didn't have no clue that I would have passed, but I passed. You know, we need, and even my husband at the time told me, hey, you're going. I'm not far from where the school is that we go and do this test at. I'll be around the corner waiting if they have to call me, whatever the case may be. And, you know, we just need to put more in our children, and we cannot continue to blame the school. We got to blame the parents to a degree, and the children needs to have a little bit more stability at home because the parents is under pressure trying to hold things together as a single mother or a single father, and they're so wrapped up in trying to survive that they forget that the child gone to school, and when the child come home, that's when they realize, oh my God, the child is home now, and it's very little for the child to come home to see him and to eat. And they don't remember one thing, but did you learn anything today? Do you have any homework today? How was school? Blah, 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 blah. The child go in the room with their electronics, and the father or the mother is somewhere in the house on her electronics. And when you know, again, before the night is out, He might have had a bowl of cereal or might have just had something to drink, and he gone to bed. When he come to school in the morning, you can look and see that our children is disturbed in a lot of different ways.
Well, parents definitely have to be involved in their children's education. No doubt about it.
Oh, definitely. I agree with you 100%. Well,
you know, I always remember going to a parent-teacher evening when my daughter was in school. And so we went and talked to our teachers, and in talking to one, we said, you know, is she having any problems, blah, blah, but no, this is, you know, and the teacher said to us, you know, the parents that need to be here, that their children are having problems,
they don't go.
They're not here.
Don't go. Yeah, they don't
And
go.
she looked around the room. She said, all these parents, they're involved in their children's education, and their children are doing fairly well on the average. But the ones that need to be here aren't here.
Is not there, yes. And they no disrespect, they probably have a little bit of problem themselves. And I'll tell you, some of this homework that they're giving these kids to do today, I'll tell you one thing, if I was in school, I wouldn't be a pass nothing.
Well,
believe me.
That's what it's all about. Listen, I have to take a break.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good.
Be right back.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Here are a few tips that will benefit you. Ensure to log out completely when you finish any online banking activities. Be aware of phishing attempts and only click links from trusted sources that are sent from your device through emails and messages. Remember, Cayman National will never ask you for your credentials. If you suspect a fraud attempt or that your account has been compromised, please immediately contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit caymanairways.com/cargo.
Freedom, Cayman Brac. Freedom, Little Cayman. Soft breezes, blue waters, no traffic. Unwind and rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul. Sister Island Staycations, a taste of freedom. Discover all that our sister islands have to offer.
This hurricane season, don't wait until the last minute. Store before the storm. Stock up now with at least 1 gallon of water per person per day for a 3-day supply. And don't forget pets, the elderly, and nursing mothers. You'll need water for drinking and daily needs. And rest easy knowing the Water Authority is working hard to protect our water systems, keeping pumps, pipelines, and storage secure so you'll have safe, reliable water when you need it most. Be prepared. Store before the storm.
Starting January 1, 2026, the minimum wage in the Cayman Islands will increase to CI $8.75 per hour. This change is designed to ensure fair pay and to support workers across the islands. Whether you're an employee or an employer, it is important to understand how this adjustment affects you. Learn more about the new rate, how it's applied, and what it means for your workplace by visiting gov.ky/DLP or email minimumwage@gov.ky.
Start the festive season with Spotlight on Holidays at the John Gray Memorial Church in West Bay. Enjoy an evening of music with top artists, including Glenn Anonga, Nicole Bodden, Eric Nicholson, and more. Sunday, November 23rd at 6:30 p.m. The fundraiser will support the music ministry in the church, with a special offering taken during the service. Refreshments served after. Magical moments start with music. Sunday, November 23rd at 6:30 p.m. at the John Gray Memorial Church.
Sports
Sports. Stay up to date on your sports news with Radio K-Man Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., 6 p.m., and 10 p.m. It's all about sports.
Radio K-Man's Talk Today. What is on your mind, K-Man?
Welcome back. And a little WhatsApp message here in relation to what that caller was just talking about. And what I was my input in there that we have to make sure people are educated if they're going to be joining the police service. And I mean, we're not talking about educated in the sense of college degrees or whatever. But this person was responding saying, we have some expats in RCIPS now who cannot take a statement. The Caymanian, who is their partner for that shift, is who takes the statement and has to process it on the computer too. Well, whoever is a police officer, whether it's a Caymanian or expat, they should be able to take a statement from someone as to what happened. We have a caller on the line. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk Today.
Good afternoon, Mr. Charles.
Hello.
How you doing today?
I'm all right. And yourself?
Oh, I'm thankful. Mr. Charles,
Uh-huh.
I want to talk about some of my favorite people.
Okay.
And the people like Rihanna and the other artists, singers, and people like that. For example, they make a lot of money by the downloads, right, Mr. Charlo, from the music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be writings or
The music.
music itself. Okay, and we have in comparison now to Cayman, United States, Canada, England, for example, in comparison to Cayman now, because the volume now that they have, via the internet, I guess, yeah. And a little marketing is what makes the money for them, right, Mr. Charles?
The Rihannas of the world?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, they got big labels behind them. So.
Uh-huh. And then
I think it would be safe to say the people who make money on downloading music are already stars.
Yeah. Yes, sir. You're right.
People go on looking for them.
Right. And marketing has a lot to do with that. The management, some are a part of the labels and that sort of thing too.
Yeah. So what were you getting at?
Well, what I'm really trying to say is that in comparison to our islands, or even say Cayman, for example, we have little stars here. I'm into music myself, but I'm not any big shot celebrity or anything like that. But what I'm saying is also that I would like to see our people here making some good money from their arts, But what's the hindrance? That's the thing, Like what's in the way? What is preventing Caymanians from making quite a bit of money from?
Well, if you're going to make quite a bit of money, you have to go beyond Cayman.
Uh-huh.
Cayman is a very small market, very, very small market compared to what's out there.
Right. But does it also have to do with marketing, that's what I'm wondering. Like, for example, our people here know, putting our musicians forward, picking them up, whatever, and basically introducing us or them to the world, by whether it be through magazines, newspapers, internet. I mean, what's the problem that we have here? Because like you said, it's a small market.
Yeah, well, you're never going to make a lot of money just selling to Cayman if you're an artist.
But what would you believe or suggest the way forward would be or should be in order to be put in such a position? And
but you probably have to get a stateside manager, agent. You got to get connections to the record industry. Someone to represent you, someone to put you on their label.
Because I know it's pretty tough for us. I mean, as a small.
It's tough for anybody. It's tough for any musician, any singer, artist.
Yeah, but it's also tough for a lot of them too. And then other countries, quite a few of them have a hard time as well. So I guess maybe it has to do with your performance or
the genre of your music. What kind, what kind of music you do, all of that.
Yeah. If you got hit songs and that sort of thing, I guess takes you far away.
As you know, when somebody goes on to get some music from, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, whatever, Apple, they have a name that they're looking for.
Right. And it's different ways to do it too.
If they don't have a name, they're not looking for you.
Yeah, you got to make a name for yourself.
Yeah. You got to pay your dues and,
That's the thing that I didn't want to get into too much, Mr. Charles. I didn't really want to be like that, this big, famous guy and all that. I don't really want to go there, to be honest.
You don't want to be famous?
Well, I wouldn't. I don't think so. Nah, I don't think so. Not on the high level. I wouldn't want to be on the high level at all. To me, it would make me feel uncomfortable.
Okay. Well, listen. And 1, 2, 3. It is 2:00.
Yes, sir. I know what I'm.
You seem to always call about this time. Listen, thanks for the call. I gotta go. Let's see what's making headlines.
Information, entertainment, inspiration.
Covering Grand Cayman, Little Cayman, Cayman Brac.
Since 1976 till now.
Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands.
From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines.
The Headline News is brought to you by Kirk Market.
With your latest headlines, I'm Elizabeth Charles. Nominations are now open for the 2026 King's Birthday Honors. Honors recognize individuals for outstanding dedication, service, or achievement benefiting the Cayman Islands. Nominees may be leaders in the community, innovators, or those showing moral courage across any field: community work, arts, media, health, education, science, business, sport, and public service. Anyone can nominate. Forms and full guidance can be found at gov.uk/honors/overview. The deadline to submit your nomination is Thursday, the 20th of November. You can submit your nominations to the Governor's Office by emailing governorsoffice.cayman@fcdo.gov.uk or in person at the Government Administration Building on Elgin Avenue. The Cayman Honors Committee will review submissions and forward selected nominations onto the UK. According to the Associated Press, voters today are casting ballots in U.S. state and local elections that have an injection of presidential-level politics. The one contest that may do the most to shape national politics going forward is a measure on the ballot in California, where voters will decide whether to approve a new congressional map that could flip as many as 5 Republican-held U.S. House seats to Democratic control in the 2026 midterm elections. New York City's voters are deciding the outcome of a general and ideological divide as they choose the next mayor to run the nation's largest city. Zoran Mamdani, who won the Democratic primary earlier this year, faces former Governor Andrew Cuomo, who is running as an independent, and perennial Republican candidate Curtis Silva, who is trying to land a massive upset. A victory for Mamdani would give the city its first Muslim mayor and its youngest leader in generations. Those are the latest headlines. I'm Elizabeth Charles.
www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Check out our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Radio Cayman Headline News.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back. And weather forecast calls for isolated showers, and that's for this afternoon. The evening, partly cloudy, and showers tonight with winds east to northeast at 10 to 15 knots and seas running 2 to 4 feet. And the National Hurricane Center in Miami says tropical cyclone activity not expected during the next 7 days. We have a caller on the line. Good afternoon. You're on the air. Hello?
Hello, Chalo.
Yes. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, man. That insert that Loxley was playing there about a tugboat towing the next one.
Uh-huh.
And there was 2 Caymanians did that swim during that storm there. Was Charlie, Carly, was that Carly Banks from Boson Bay?
Possibly. I'm not sure. I couldn't swear to it.
Pastor Alson's father, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Along with the Cayman Braga, I tell you though. But Chalo Caymanians, the greatest seamen in the world. I heard that one time, and somehow I believe that.
Well, that's what we're known for.
Well, I tell you, my friend, we got some good swimmers. We had, and we still have. That's why this Caymanian is so interested in seeing us get that 50-meter pool to help our young Caymanian athletes who wants to swim, go to the Olympics. Well, I always say that Cayman never win an Olympic medal. It will come from swimming. But that 50-meter pool, Chalo, I would never understand it. For the last 4 governments from UDP, they've been talking about building this 50-meter pool. You know, last governments, Minister of Sports, talking about building this 50-meter pool. The Minister of Sports this time, I heard him mention it one time. He don't come on our radio too often. I heard him mention it one time saying it's in the works. Well, I hope to be around next election. But in the next 3 years, I hope to see that project in Cayman. They talk about sports tourism. You got to have facilities, man. You got to have facilities, and people will come and look for you and hold tournaments in the island and make some good money, because money is in sports these days.
Yeah, well, we've had a good swimming program, so
Yes.
it's certainly
Thank God for that.
something valid to go into. I mean, there's a lot of young people who have been interested in swimming competition, so
Yeah.
it would certainly be used.
What I'm saying, Chalo, that is the meter pool is the answer to betterment or swimming athletes.
Well, let's hope it's built.
Somehow, I watch Caymanians swimming abroad, I watch them swimming abroad, Chalo, and that 50-meter pool give them a lot of problems. Because if you're used to something, you're used to it. And you care where you go. You go more or less get it right because you're used to it. You understand?
Right.
So, boy, all I can say, I just hope we get it, man.
All right. Well, thanks for the call. Let's keep our fingers crossed we get that pool.
Yeah, I hope so, man. Yeah, man. Later.
Take care. Another caller. Good afternoon. You're on the air. Hello.
Good afternoon, Chalo.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Well, I heard a soldier from Jamaica was on social media, and he was warning people not to go to Montego Bay.
When was this?
That was today.
Okay. What about the conditions there?
He said there are people who are going there to see the damages by driving through.
Yeah.
And he's warning people who are doing that, or people who are going there to deliver water or supplies. And he said especially women. He's warning them not to do so. Because he said he was driving through there in a private vehicle. And there were people that came up to his vehicle and was trying to open his car to rob him. But when they saw that he had on a soldier uniform, they left him alone. But he said this is what is happening now in Montego Bay.
Yeah, things are breaking down.
Yeah, so he's warning people not to go there to view and see the damages, and not to go there about distributing water or any supplies.
Yeah, yesterday I was reading something about the looting that is going on in Black River too.
Yes, and then they say the damages between Cuba, Santo Domingo, and Jamaica. They said it's probably about $52 billion water damage.
Yeah, it's going to take a long while to come back. It's going to be a while.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, you take care. We have another caller there. No one on the line. There's not. I'm seeing a WhatsApp call on here. No WhatsApp call. Okay. Yeah. When we have disasters like that, part of the aftermath is often, looting, and I mean we had it in Ivan too. There was looting that occurred. I think we have a caller on the line now. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk Today.
Mr.
Yeah.
Me again. I wanna something I want to talk about. The fame stuff.
The fame stuff. Okay.
The fame makes you the money, right?
Well, you got to have something going for you that makes you famous. You got to have.
Because
It helps to have a little talent.
Right.
And a lot of luck.
And a lot of luck. My song that I did in 2016, the producer said, called me a one-hit wonder.
Mm-hmm.
In relation to the song, but I mean, of course,
you've done a lot of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be singing like a Kirman, Mr. Charlo, because no, I do my little dance hall and I do my hip hop R&B. But now I didn't really try to be a superstar. Now I wasn't that interested in getting all that fame. When I was much younger, now I was more excited about it. But do you think I should try to do it, Mr. Charlo? Give me a little encouragement now.
Yeah, do your thing, man.
And
do your thing.
Maybe I should try to go forward, Mr. Charlo, and
express yourself.
Yeah, and try to go international. What do you think, Mr. Charlo?
Hey, shoot for the stars. You might hit the moon, right?
Or try to go global.
Listen, I got two more callers. I got two more callers on the line. I need to get in before. I think we need to have a break coming up here, and also we're running out of time.
Okay.
Shoot for the stars, man.
All right. Okay, sir.
Take care. We got a call on the WhatsApp. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Charlo. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, and yourself?
Yeah, good to hear that. Having a late lunch,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had mine yet.
Okay. Yeah, well, enjoy it when you're after the show. I hear this conversation about the down on the public beach there.
Yeah.
Didn't the last Minister of Tourism gave them license to be there?
Yeah, I dug up something here. I was a Radio came on news item here about that back in 24.
Yeah, exactly.
The cabinet approval of 7 Mile Beach Park vendor policy. That happened in 23, and then they invited applications to legally sell or trade goods and or services on public land on 7 Mile Beach Park. And they got 120 applications to occupy 34 available vending spots.
Yeah, well, okay, that's
so yeah, they were actually given permits.
Yeah, and they had police down and all that trying controls, and obviously it was a waste of time because not even Jesus Christ could have controlled them down. It looked like because they had to move the police officer from there. Now there's nobody there. They're doing what they want to do.
Yeah, so wasn't there something just recently that there was a picture of, I think in the newspaper where some police officers were saying, well, you guys got to get your permit straightened out. And, it was something.
I don't recall that. But
yeah.
There's a lot of things, and the silent going bad, boy, and I don't know. I tell you the truth, I don't know if we'll ever get anything under control again. I don't know what you think about that. You're an optimist, but you seem like a down-to-earth man, boy, but I don't know if you ever going to get the silent back under control, Capitalism run away with everything. Greed and selfishness taking over, So I don't. It's a sad situation. But what you do then? People down there on the beach. Your mom, their excuse was that they couldn't make a living all the way, So they offer NAU. See how much you want now. It's still got a job there that is still on NAU. That was the excuse. You had to give them a job because they were living off of NAU. So find out now. That is something to investigate now and find that out. And if you take it away, if you run them from there, or tell them you don't want them there, they're gonna be the same thing back again. We seem to be going wrong in circles and circles on this island, and don't never get to the bottom of anything and never straighten it out. This is what you call when politics become too friendly. It's politics is too small for this island. This island is bigger than politics.
Well, something like this, where you got, well, they call it a park, right? It's like it's supposed to be like a public park down on 7 Mile Beach there, at what a lot of people call public beach.
Everything is on the beach.
Public, but that is well, they're calling it a park, I guess. They're designated a park. They're doing it in the park. But yeah, you got to keep a tight control of that. I mean, you can't just have anybody that wants to come down and sell something just come with a table and start selling.
Charlo, it's politics. If a politician go in there and say "Kehe," then he afraid he got voted out. That's what it's about. That's why the last minister granted them that before. That was the same situation because he didn't want to tell them no. And now nobody's dealing with it. They're just leaving it till somebody complain about it. I'm not complaining about it because I don't go down that side of the house, so I don't care what they do down there. But I'm just coming.
Yeah, been years I haven't been there.
Got a gentleman seemed very passionate about it.
Yeah, well, he was very upset about it. I mean, he thought the place was just a whole free for all. What's that?
Yeah, it's a free for all, but they're about it on illegal, supposed to be.
No, but you see what this story said, that it was 34 available vending spots.
I hear that, yeah.
So it's supposed to be only 34 people in that area that are selling anything, and they're in designated areas. You just can't set up any place. You were told, okay, you're going to sell your thing over here. That's where you have to stay.
34 people, there's a lot of people selling on that public beach still.
Well,
how much
I was just thinking about that myself.
120 applications. So some of them applications they get turned down, they're still there.
I'm sure. I think there was something about that too. There was something about that they said, "Oh no, this isn't fair."
Politics, man, politics. Anyhow, I'll leave you right there. Let the other caller get on. Thank you, sir.
All right, you take care.
Yeah, all right.
We have another caller. We got to take a break first. Be right back.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit caymanairways.com/cargo.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning. Ouch! When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Here are a few tips that will benefit you. Ensure to log out completely when you finish any online banking activities. Be aware of phishing attempts and only click links from trusted sources that are sent from your device through emails and messages. Remember, Cayman National will never ask you for your credentials. If you suspect a fraud attempt or that your account has been compromised, please immediately contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
Get ready, Cayman. Gimme Story is back. 5 nights, 5 locations. East, West, Town, Pedro St. James, and Cayman Brac, November 4th through 8th. Enjoy local food, laughter, and stories from Cayman's best alongside world-renowned international storytellers. Show starts at 7 p.m. Fun for the whole family. Hosted by the Cayman National Cultural Foundation. For more details, check their socials at Cayman Culture. Gimme Story 2025. Welcome to Storyland.
Why settle for noise when you can enjoy the hits that make you feel alive? Breeze 105.3 FM has the classics, the memories, and the vibe you've been missing. Switch your dial and catch the Breeze 105.3 FM.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back. And we were talking about the public beach and all the vendors that all over the place. Some of the things that I found in here, the public beach vendors operate under a permit system with a new policy for 7 Mile Beach that designates specific vendor areas and categories like beach gear, food and beverage, water sports, and the vendors must get a permit from the Public Lands Commission and adhere to the policy, which includes rules about signage, operations, like no beach chair rentals on the weekends, maintaining public access to the beach, and the police are supposed to enforce those rules. So they're trying to regulate it. How successful that is doesn't appear to be too successful from what we're hearing, because a number of callers are saying, it's, as I've been saying, a free-for-all. But there has been some effort to try and control what is going on down there at Public Beach. But I know it's a place that tourists go, and of course, it's one place that that residents, Caymanians, expats alike, can go there to enjoy the beach, and you shouldn't have to worry about being harassed when you go to the beach. You want to relax. You don't want to have to fend off people from, persistently trying to get you to buy something. And we only have a few spots where people can just freely go down and enjoy the beach. So let's hope that they can get this under control, because even though there's, on paper, there are regulations, that's not what we're hearing here on these phone calls. It sounds like it's how it used to be, right? People hustling, to sell people something, and particularly the tourist, and apparently even drugs being hustled there. But that's the worst experience you can have when you go on vacation and you visit someplace and there are people who are like at you constantly, buy this. It's, I know I've gone to some places where they feel that you are obligated. Once you are there, you are now obligated to buy something from them. And if you don't want that, you just don't want it, right? But no, I'm here selling this. You're visiting my country. Now, you got to buy this. You got to buy something from me before you go back to the ship or you go back to your hotel because you're a visitor and I need you to buy this. But that's not how it works, and that's what has kept our tourism so buoyant, I think, for all this time. That when we have tourists coming here, they have not been experiencing that. Now, if it's turning like that, we can expect to have a change of opinion among the tourists that are visiting us. Because, even with this whole thing about the cruise ship dock and everything, even though we don't have a dock, the market, the people who go on cruises still want to come to Cayman. And that the cruise lines know that. So they still put us on the itinerary. I mean, whether we've taken a downturn in cruise arrivals, maybe we have, although from something I saw, it has ticked back up again. Future bookings for ships to come to Georgetown Harbor has gone back up. And why is that? It's because their market want to come to Cayman because they enjoy coming to Cayman. They can come ashore. When they do come ashore, they feel safe. They're not going to be harassed as you walk down the street. Someone is coming behind you trying to convince you that you need to buy this little trinket or this little basket. If you want to buy those things, you will do it. You'll go to where someone has a display of, articles and see what they have and select a souvenir and you buy it. You don't want someone chasing you down the street. I've had that happen to me, visiting some places in the Caribbean. And it is the most annoying thing. You're not interested in buying it, but it's like they're insisting that you should be. You're obligated to buy this. I'm selling it, now you buy it. And sometimes they come on pretty strong as far as trying to sell their products. I mean, they're not letting up. They're not. You say, "Sorry, I'm not really interested in that." They're not taking that for an answer. No. They think that you must buy it. So let's hope that the government does get the situation down at Public Beach under control, because from the calls that we've got today, things are not orderly. I know that was the intention when they had all these new applications and limiting the number of people to 34. And as the caller said, that's still a lot of people selling stuff down on the beach. So let's hope that gets under control so that people can actually enjoy the beach. You're supposed to enjoy the beach when you go to it, right? Well, that's it for Talk today. Thanks for joining me. Thanks to all those who got on the phone and let us know what was on their minds. I'm Charles Glidden. Have a great afternoon.
Talk Today is brought to you by Subway, open 24 hours in Countryside, Anderson Square in Georgetown, and Centennial Towers in West Bay. And by the Ministry of District Administration. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your sister islands. And Cayman Airways. Call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama. And Doctors Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctors Hospital, always there for you. Call 949-6066.
Radio Cayman.
Emotional dreamed of you last night, and oh, your face was so very clear. All I could do was think about the good time that you and I used to share. I can still remember the last time, oh, I held you in my arms. But all those days have come and gone now, and all I seem to do is cry. It hurts, remembering how things used to be. We thought our love would last throughout eternity. Now it's history, baby. Should have been you, oh, should have been you. Should have been all those things that life was meant to be. But if I had you, oh, this time you see, you would have all my love. I can't decide. Got somebody else. Yes, I've got somebody too. But you know, I finally realized that no one could ever take the place of you. No, I'm not one to place the blame, or for whatever the fault just might be. All I need is to find a little happiness, oh, in life that would fulfill me. It's you, it's you that means more to me. Without your love, it's nothing more than fantasy. Baby, come back to me. Oh, should have been you. Oh, should have been me. It would have been all those things that life was meant to be. It should have been you. It should have been me. We could have built that love so strong, but my eyes were closed and I didn't see. Oh, it should have been you, baby. It should have been me. It would have been all the things that life was meant to be, was meant to be, meant to be, baby. Oh, but if I had you, girl, this time you see, this time you would have all the love that I kept, oh, I kept inside of me. Oh, it hurts, remembering how things used to be. We thought our love would last throughout eternity. Now it's history. Oh, baby, oh, it should have been you, baby. It should have been me. It should have been me. It would have been all those things in life, all the things that was meant to be. Oh, baby, I know it should have been you. Should have been me. We could have built a love so strong, but I know my eyes were closed and I didn't see. Oh, it should have been you. Should have been you, baby. Oh, it should have been me. Should have been you and me. Oh, it would have been all those things in life that was meant to be, that was meant to be. Oh, baby. Oh, I know if I had you, girl, I know this time you'd see, show you, baby, you would have all my love, all the love, all the love I kept wrapped up inside of me. Oh, yeah. Why don't you give me one more chance? If you want to be with me, dance with me, baby. I woke up this morning with you on my mind. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, baby. Come on. Try it again. Let's start all over. We can make it work this time.
You're listening to Radio Cayman PM Show.
Away with me. Don't let this night